Good morning. It's now 5 a.m. in the UK, and Mrs. Reaper is back just to play some gentle morning sounds for you all while you get ready for work or deal with babies or start getting ready to get children off to school. Or are they on holiday yet? When are they on holiday? I know it's soon, it's Easter soon. Yeah, I'll have to do some religious stuff for them. Anyway, welcome in, and it's time to do some gentle, gentle love songs. And I'm going to start with something nice and easy, nice and gentle. What do we want? What do we want? Let's have a look. Let's try this. It's called Soft Dawn.
Every eye lines empathies 2 feet. Every headline cracks like thunder. Every promise wearing thin. I keep dialing for an answer to a world that won't let anyone in. I see strangers in the glass now. Same old fear behind the eyes. Trading wonder for distraction. Letting quiet chances die. Be the change when your hands won't steady. Be the spark in the falling cold. Carve your name. Be the change and you won't cold. Be the change even if you're only one small light. No one's looking for. Be the change when your heart feels alone. You're on fire every storm is searching for. Used to chase the perfect answer, maps that never led astray. Now I know the smallest kindness can rewrite a drifting day. One soft word across the courtroom, one held breath instead of blame. All these quiet stubborn moments lean the future out of shape. Be the change when your hands won't stay. Be the spark, in the falling cold. Carve your name, your name, where the edge feels heavy. Hold your ground when the ground won't hold. Be the change even if you're only one small light. No one's looking for. Be the change when your heart feels lonely. You're the fire every storm is searching for. What if no one's coming? What if it's just us here? Every whisper matters, every act of facing fear. Turn the doubt into a doorway. Let the fear become a dare. If you're waiting on a hero, look a little closer in the mirror there. Be the change when your voice is breaking. Hold the line till the shadows fold. Carve your name through the doubt and shaking. Turn your almost into gold. Be the change even in the silence. Be the light no one asked you for. Be the change. You are not a bystander. You're the fire every storm is searching for. Soft on brighter street. More hearts rising free.
Curtains half open, dust in the glow. Kettle still singing, smile, the world feels a little more like home. Like I've been gone for miles, and your eyes turn the key in my bone. Let it all
Welcome in, Veronique, and everybody. Let's have a nice, pleasant morning. I wrote on the dashboard coming up next. I'm going to just sit here and just have a cup of coffee. Grab your brew. It's waking up time. Some people working, some people with children to look after. It's that time of day again. And all you early birds, I hope you're enjoying the show.
Crawl down wax white spines, shadows leaning crooked lines, pages shaking in my hands, every word a rusted brand, fear is ink that never dries. burning halos in my eyes.
In these halls of almost done, you keep circling the undone. Every later sounds the same, like a prayer that dodges flame.
You can, you should hear it pounding like a drum in the dark of your blood. Oh, you can, you should. Every promise that you buried wants to rise from the mud. If you're brave enough to start, let the first crack split your heart. Let the first step stain the stone. You were never meant to turn to bone.
I've worn grooves into this floor, tracing maybes, nothing more. All my mirrors chant not yet, silver mouths that taste like regret. Take the tremor, take the sting, crown your terror like a king. Every shaking sacred sign that the grave is not your spine. You can, you should taste the future in the iron on your tongue tonight. Yeah, you can, you should let the doubt fall like a costume at the edge of the light. If you're brave enough to start, let the first crack split your heart. Let the first word scar the air. You were never caught for just despair. What if all your wounds are doors? What if all your ghosts get tied?
What if staying on the shore is the only way you drown?
Every curse you ever wore melts the moment you step out into terror, into trust, into now. The broken quiet inside you learn a sharper hymn. Oh, you can, you should walk your shaking body through the threshold burning dim.
If you're brave enough to start, let the first crack be your art. Let the first yes split the night. You were always flame, always made to set your fear alive. And you will. When you start tonight.
Gray sky ceiling, coffee gone cold, boot prints bleeding through last week's snow, church doors locked up, candles burned down, yet I make a vow in this rusted town. If it's a cloudy day, let it be holy. Let every shadow cross anoint my skin. I won't beg the sky to shine for me only. I'll raise my own light from the dark I'm in. it's a cloudy day, let it be holy. Let every shiver turn to strength within. I won't beg the sky to shine for me only. I'll choose this broken world as home again. Let it be holy. Practice the rain that falls on my chin. I won't beg the sky to shine for me only. I'll raise my own light from the dark I'm in. From the dark I'm in. I'm in.
I really don't know what's up with me this morning. I'm not awake yet. I'm not awake. Please forgive me. I won't miss the next cue, I promise.
Here comes the dust, soft on the graves, dust on the stained glass, names we never say. Candles lean low, wax on my hands, reading the cracks in the stone where I stand. But in the dark I see you clearer. Ashes of the dawn still on your face. The sky is black yet somehow nearer. Shadows bend and make a sacred space. If this is night, let it stay this way. If this is night, I'm not afraid. Clock in the tower, breath held at 10. Thunder like footsteps coming back again. White lace and cobwebs dance in the air. I feel your cold breath braiding with my prayers. In the dark I know you're nearer. Ashes of the dawn still on your face. The stars are bruised, the moon is nearer. Broken, but it holds our secret shade. If this is night, let it stay this way. If this is night, I'm not afraid. I used to beg for morning, now I wait for storming skies. Every flash a warning, every shadow opens wide. Take the crown of daylight, lay it quietly aside. We will build a kingdom where the sun forgets to rise. Here in the dark I feel you clearer. Ashes of the dawn still on your face. The world outside grows faint and thinner. All that ever mattered stays in place. If this is night, let it stay this way. If this is night, I'm not afraid. used to answer every call, laughing in between your words, held the weight of every fall like it never ever hurt. Stayed up tracing all your scars, coffee cold beside her hand, read the silence in your pauses, tried so hard to understand. But a strong woman, she just walks away when her heartbeat feels like it's in your way. She won't plead, won't chase, won't beg you to stay. When she feels unwanted, she just walks away. You stopped looking when she spoke, I stayed sinking in your phone. Little cuts that left her soul, and the feeling she's alone. She stopped asking how you are, you stopped asking how she feels. She grew quiet in the car as the moment it turned real. 'Cause a strong woman, she just walks away when her laughter fades, trying one more day. She won't twist, won't bend for a love that frays. When she feels unwanted, she just walks away. She won't slam the door, won't shout your name, just folds her shirt, leaves the frame, takes her all back from your hands, leaves you standing where you stand. You're strong woman, she just walks away when her name sounds wrong. Every time you say she won't fix what you let slip anyway. When she feels unwanted, she just walks away. When she knows her value, she just walks away.
Every line sympathized 2 feet. Every headline cracks like thunder. Every promise wearing thin. I keep dialing for an answer to a world that won't let anyone in. I see strangers in the glass now. Same old fear behind the eyes. Trading wonder for distraction. Letting quiet chances die. Be the change when your hands won't steady. Be the spark in the falling cold. Carve your name. Be the change and ground won't hold. Be the change even if you're only one small light. No one's looking for. Be the change when your heart feels lonely. You're the fire every storm is searching for. Used to chase the perfect answer, maps that never led astray. Now I know the smallest kindness can reroute a drifting day. One soft word across a courtroom, one held breath instead of blame. All these quiet, stubborn moments lean the future out of shape. Be the change when your hands won't steady. Be the spark, in the falling cold. Carve your name, where the edge feels heavy. Hold your ground when the ground won't hold. Be the change, even if you're only one small light no one's looking for. Be the change when your heart feels lonely. You're the fire every storm is searching for. What if no one's coming? What if it's just us here? Every whisper matters, every act of facing fear. Turn the doubt into a doorway, let the fear become a dare. If you're waiting on a hero, look a little closer in the mirror there. Be the change when your voice is breaking. Hold the line till the shadows fold. Carve your name through the doubt and shaking. Turn your moves into gold. Be the change, even in the silence. Be the light, no one see the change. You are not a bystander, you're the fire every storm is searching for. Soft on brighter street, more hearts rising free.
Click of a clock, steam from a cup. Same little corner, I keep showing up.
Tie the same tie, knotted just right. Straighten my spine like every night. Sign the same name on a blank new page. Tiny repetitions turning over the days. Consistency, heartbeat of the same day. Little steady thump keeps the doubt away. Step after step on this worn out floor, that quiet little rhythm opens every door. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sip the same drink, count to 8. Talk to my nerves, baby, you're late.
Practice that phrase till it starts to breathe. What looks like habit is the trick of my sleeve. Consistency, heartbeat of the same day. Little steady thump keeps the doubt away. Step after step on this worn out floor, that quiet little rhythm opens every door.
Everyone's chasing
Fireworks flashes,
I'm lighting matches in stacks and stashes.
one small flame in the same old place burns a slow deep groove in this tired staircase. Consistency, heartbeat of the same day. Soft stubborn drum the skies turn gray. Brick after brick on the same old floor, that quiet little rhythm builds a swinging front door.
Come on.
That quiet little rhythm says just one more.
Come on.
You pour the tea, you pass the sugar, then my hand. Small, steady things that teach my heart to understand. You know my moods before I ever say a word. You stay, even when I feel absurd. I am simply yours in the quiet and the storm. Every flaw, every scar held in your gentle arms. I'll stand beside your name through the soft and through the roar. This is my promise, clear and sure. I am simply yours. You fold my notes and hide them in your favorite book. You see my best in every overlooked, forgotten corner. You lift my face when I am lost in what I lack. You speak my truth until I learn to answer back. I am simply yours in the quiet and the storm. Every flaw, every scar held in your gentle arms. I will stand beside your name through the soft and through the roar. This is my promise, clear and sure. I am simply yours. I honor every line upon your face, each story that you carried here today. I'll guard your hope, I'll guard your rest, call your heart my only quest. I am simply yours in the quiet and the storm. Every flaw, every scar held in your gentle arms. I will stand beside your name all my days and evermore. With every breath, with all I am, I am simply
We don't meet in marble halls, folding chairs and peeling walls, mic stand leaning, cable taped up. Still we pour out praise like fine gold in a paper cup. Baby sleeping on a winter coat, grandma hums along, clears her throat, ceiling leaks on the second row. Still the sound keeps rising higher brighter than the snow.
Oh, make this broken room a burning bush. Let your holy fire fill this hush. We're the choir in the checkout line, singing mercy over blinking signs. New wine in a paper cup. You keep filling, we lift you up right here.
Right now,
right now,
right now.
This is more than enough. New wine in a paper cup.
We got name tags on our Sunday best. We got questions we ain't confessed. Phones light up with the daily storm. Still your ancient love keeps taking on a brand new form. Parking lot becomes a sacred ground. When we circle up and pass it around. Testimonies over traffic noise. Grace can find a rhythm in the strangest voice.
Make this broken room a burning bush. Let your holy fire fill this hush. We're the choir in the checkout line, singing your mercy over blinking signs. New wine in a paper cup. You keep filling, we lift you up right here.
Right now,
right now,
right now.
This is more than enough. New wine in a paper cup.
One scream, one laugh, one crack ran. Oh, still we dance. Oh,
one soft amen
echoes again and again. With a rooftop praise in the pouring rain, with a whispered song on a crowded train. If you can wear a cross and crown, you can wear this little gathering like a royal gown.
Make this broken room a burning bush. Let your holy fire fill this hush. We're the choir in the checkout line, singing mercy over blinking signs. New wine in a paper cup. You keep feeling, we lift you up right here.
Right now,
right now,
right now.
This is more than enough. New wine in a paper cup. New wine,
paper,
new cup.
You keep pouring.
New wine,
we lift up. We lift up just this choir, just this brand new glory in our ordinary steps.
You left your coffee on my windowsill. I kept the cup still on the shelf. Been rearranging all the smaller things, but I can't make space in myself. Your old umbrella by the kitchen door, forecast keeps saying it's clear. Funny how weather can get it so right when everything's raining in here. Is this our second time around? Same two hearts, a different town. We learned to break, we learned to bend. Could we begin where we came to an end? If I say stay, would you turn back now for a second time around? I see your name in every passing street. That sign was never there before. Friends keep on asking who I'm waiting for. I shrug and stare at the floor. We wrote the future in a crowded bar. On paper coaster, cheap red pen. I threw the scribbles in a moving box, but I still read them now and then. Is this our second time around? Same two hearts, a different town. We learned to break. Could we begin where we came to an end? If I say stay, would you turn back now for a second time around? What if the timing's fine? this our second time around? Same two hearts, a different town. We learn to break, we learn to bend. Could we begin where we came to and end? If I say yes, would you turn back now? Take my hand and we'll find out on this second time around. You left your sweater on my chair.
Smells like rain and Sunday air.
Every thread remembers you. Every morning I do too.
You taped a picture on my wall. Crooked frame, but I recall how you laughed, said leave it be.
Now it's staring back at me.
Guilty as charged of loving you. Every mile just proves it true. Love is the bridge from me to you. Over all this empty room. If loving you is my only crime, I'll serve that sentence all my life. Guilty as charged of loving you. Still choosing you. Still choosing you.
I pour 2 cups, then laugh alone.
Talk out loud like you're on the phone. Ask the silence how you are. Trace your name in steamed up glass.
I watch the seasons change their coats.
Fold your letters, read your notes. Every word a gentle thread pulls me where your footsteps led. Guilty as charged of loving you. Every mile just proves it true. Love is the bridge from me to you. Over all this empty room. If loving you is my only crime, I'll serve that sentence all my life. Guilty as charged of loving you. Still choosing you. Still choosing you. If distance tries to testify, I'll raise my hand, I won't deny. I'll take the stand, confess your name. Gladly wear this heart-shaped chain.
Every heartbeat,
every scar builds a quiet road between our hearts. Guilty as charged of loving you. Every mile just proves it's true. Love is the bridge from me to you, carrying us back in bloom. If loving you is my sweetest crime, I'll serve that sentence all my life. Guilty as charged of loving you. Still choosing you. Oh yeah. Guilty
guilty as charged of loving you.
Soft as a prayer, just you and me there. Lamp on the floor, shoes by the door. Your fingers find mine like they've always known the way. Coffee on your breath, little joke you always say. All the noise outside falls behind the closing gate. Every scar I hide leans into your quiet faith. I'm not a poet, I stumble, I fall, but in this moment I finally have the words at all. When I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. Every hope I never dared, every shattered piece restored. I was walking on my own in a house that felt so cold. When I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. Wedding photos fade on the wall in crooked frames. Dishes in the sink, all the small and sacred days. Thunder on the roof, you just smile and pull me close. Suddenly the storm sounds like something beautiful. I don't deserve this, I tell you, you laugh, say you're my favorite, perfect mess I'll ever have. Oh, when I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. Every fear that made me run lays its weapons on the floor. All the roads that led me here, every wrong turn, every hurt. When I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. If the cold sky darkens, if the days grow thin, if the ground starts shaking and the night's press in, I will reach across the shadows. I will find you in the dark. Your palm against my palm is the beating of my heart. When I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. Every vow we ever spoke, ringing louder than the war. Let the mountains fall to dust, let the proud towers burn. When I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. When I hold your hand, I'm holding my whole world. I'm holding
showed up late to our first date with a gas receipt and a crooked smile. Said, I got lost 3 different ways, but I've been looking for you all my life. You stole my fries, you stole my jacket, you wrote your name in the fogged up glass. I said, girl, you're trouble in a red dress. You said, baby, trouble's gonna last. Yeah. So I put a rose on the dashboard, let it dry on your side of the car. Every mile, every middle of a night detour, got your lipstick laughing in a jar. Ain't a postcard pretty enough to send you, so I just drive around and rehearse with a rose on the dashboard, oh baby, and your name on my heart like a curse. Sweet curse. You love bad jokes and worse decisions, drink your coffee like it's cherry wine. You say you're scared of happy endings, cause they run out right on time, don't they though? But you hum along to every love song, even when you roll your eyes. You say, that line's cheap, then you quote it when you think I'm not nearby. I hear you. So I put a rose on the dashboard, let it dry on your side of the car. Every mile, every middle of a night detour, got your lipstick laughing in a jar. Ain't a postcard pretty enough to send you, so I just drive around and rehearse with a rose on the dashboard, oh baby, and your name on my heart like a curse. Yeah, I know I ain't your first fool, probably won't be your last, but I'll keep buying these cheap gas station flowers like they're made of crystal glass. If someday you say you're leaving, I'll just sit here in the lane till this dried up little Valentine starts blooming back again. Come back, baby. Cause I got a rose on the dashboard, fading slow like the radio lines. Every crack in the pedals keeps spelling, will you be my Valentine? Ain't a diamond shiny enough to match you, so I just drive and sing in reverse with a rose on the dashboard, oh baby, and your name on my heart like a curse. Yeah, a rose on the dashboard, my lady, and you're laughing every verse, every verse.
Coffee gone cold on the table, same old bills, same old day. Watch my dreams through a bus window, left my heart at some highway break. Mama said, baby, keep praying, but the nights kept running me down. Every goodbye felt the same way, just another way to drown. I was walking on troubled waters, barely breathing, going under. Every wave kept pulling me apart, till you reached in, took my hand, stood me up on solid land. Now the storm runs quiet in my heart. You calm troubled heart. You found me tied in a doorway, mascara rain on my face. You just smiled, handed your jacket like you've been sent to that place. We talk about nothing for hours till the sunrise painted us gold. You said, girl, I'm not here to save you, just to help you carry the load. I was walking on troubled waters, barely breathing, going under. Every wave kept pulling me apart, till you reached and took my hand, stood me up on solid land. Now the storm runs quiet in my heart. You calm my troubled heart. White dress, church bell, August sky, daddy crying, didn't even try to hide it. You whispered soft, you're finally home. All those years of drifting around, just to end here in this valley, where the river meets a name I call my own. I was walking on troubled waters, barely breathing, going under. Every wave kept pulling me apart, till you reached in, took my hand, stood me up on solid land. Now the storm runs quiet in my heart. You calm my troubled heart. Coffee stays warm on the table, 2 cups, 1 simple life. Troubled waters in the rear view, sailing easy as your wife. Oh my love, oh my love.
You left your coffee cup here, staining the shape of your thumb. Chair still turned at an angle, like you'll walk back in when you're done. I talk out loud to the silent, ask how your day has been. Feels like you just stepped outside and forgot to come back in. You're gone from my sight, but not from my table, not from the jokes only you could tell. You're gone from my sight, but not from my heart, friend. I still hear you laughing in every story I spell. You're miles from my eyes, but you're right where I fell. In my heart, friend, in my heart as well. They say that time takes the edges, sands them down till they're smooth. But I keep tripping on memories. Everyone shaped like you. Your jacket's still on the hook there. I straighten it now and then. Like I'm just fixing your collar till you come wear it again. You're gone from my sight, but not from this doorway, not from the mess we call the plan. You're gone from my sight, but not from my heart, friend. You still talk me down the way you always ran. You're miles from my eyes, but right here in my hands, in my heart, and where you still stand. I still set your place on Sundays. Old habit, old hope. Catch myself saying we. When I'm talking about the future, then I remember it's just me on this side of the table and you on the side. I can't see it. If there's a corner of the sky where the long lost pull up a chair, save me a seat by the window. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. You're gone from my sight, but not from my story, not from the lines you helped me write. You're gone from my sight, but not from my heart, friend. You're the quiet voice that gets me through the night. You're miles from my eyes, but holding me tight. You're gone from my sight, but not from my heart, friend. Gone from my sight, still turning on my
Your boots by the door, dog tags on the nightstand, map tag to the fridge with circles I can't stand. You kiss me, say soon, calendar stares back blank. I fold your shirt, breathe you in, hide the fear, say thanks. Loving a military man is not hard, it's this empty bed and the ticking in my chest that hits like shrapnel, yeah. The distance is hard, the worry is hard, all the pieces that you miss when you're gone. But loving you, that's the easiest thing I've ever done. The news plays in the dark, I'm muted halfway through. Count the rings on my phone like I'm running back to you. Come home. Friends talk about plans, I talk about ifs and whens. Trade late night drives and weekend fights for folded flags in my head. Loving a military man is not hard, it's this waiting room of days that never move, and nights that last forever, yeah. The distance is hard, the silence is scarred. All the lines around my eyes from staying strong. But loving you, that's the easiest thing I've ever done. I knew the rules when I took your name. Brave on the surface, shaking in the rain. Send you my laughter, hide what it cost. Build a life in the space between gain and loss. It's not hard, it's the sacrifices, all the birthdays, all the first remarking letters. Yeah, the distance is hard, the worry is hard. But when you walk through that door, it all comes undone. 'Cause loving you is the easiest thing I've ever done. Yeah. Yeah. That's the easiest thing I've ever done.
She used to answer every call, laughing in between your words, held the weight of every fall like it never ever hurt. Stayed up tracing all your scars, coffee cold beside her hand. Read the silence in your pauses, tried so hard to understand. But a strong woman, she just walks away when her heartbeat feels like it's in your way. She won't plead, won't chase, won't beg you to stay. When she feels unwanted, she just walks away. You stopped looking when she spoke, I stayed thinking in your phone. Little cuts that left her soul, and the feeling she's alone. You stopped asking how you are, you stopped asking how she feels. She grew quiet in the car as the moment it turned real. 'Cause a strong woman, she just walks away when her laughter fades, trying one more day. She won't twist, won't bend for a love that's praised. When she feels unwanted, she just walks away. She won't slam the door, won't shout your name, just folds her shirt, leaves the frame, takes her hold back from your hands, leaves you standing where you stand. You're strong woman, she just walks away when her name sounds wrong. Every time you won't fix what you let slip anyway. When she feels unwanted, she just walks away. When she knows her value, she just walks away. You walked in like you'd always been there. Coffee cold, laughing in my hands. Small talk slipping into midnight secrets. Every word rewrote who I am.
Pages that folded, torn and faded. You traced every line I hid, said my name like it was sacred, and something in me finally lived.
You are the chapter I never want to end, the line that keeps on turning back again. Every rough draft scar, every ink stained bed.
You are the chapter I never want to end. Stay in the margins, stay in the center. Every beginning, writing us together.
Storms came, we underlined the hard parts. Your hand steady on the page. Fights in silence, all the almost goodbyes. Yet your eyes never turned away.
I was a story half erased, a name at the bottom of the page. You read me slow, you read me brave, and suddenly the ending changed.
You are the chapter I never want to end, the line that keeps on turning back again. Every rough draft scar, every ink stained bed. You are the chapter I never want to end. Stay in the margins, stay in the center. Every beginning, writing us together. If the spine breaks, we will bind it. If the light fades, we will find it. When my hands shake and the words blur, read me out loud till your voice is the only thing heard. Chapter I never want to end, without every other word speaking. When last pages tremble. You are the chapter I never want to end. Read me forever, line after letter. This is our story, only getting better. thrift store grin, coffee stain on your sleeve, and a paper bag too thin to believe. You said love ain't a postcard thing, and you laughed like you'd already seen the end of everything. I will give you the moon if you stay past noon. When the dishes pile up, the rent comes soon. I will give you the moon, not the best song tune, but I'll mop that floor and I'll hold you when the world feels ruined. You want stars, I got porch light flies, half a tank in the car and a map with the corners chewed by time. You want truth, I got half of that, a bad back, good jokes, and a heart like an old straw hat. I will give you the moon from this tiny room with the paint flaked off and the bad cartoon. I will give you the moon and the missing spoon from the drawer where we keep every fork that bent a little too soon. I can't buy you diamonds, I can't spell chandelier, but I can spell your middle name in spilled wine on the mirror. Oh yeah, I'll toast all your mistakes, stack them like plates in the sink. If you say you're staying, I won't even stop to think. I will give you the moon when the news sounds doomed, when your first plan fails and your second falls through. I will give you the moon in my old man's shoes. If I've only got one good thing, it's the way I give it all to you. So take my time, take my time, take my Tuesday blues. I can't fix the sky, but I'll move my chair till your sun shines through. And if that's not enough, I will give you the moon. You're holding up the ceiling with tired trembling hands. You learn that strength means silence, that love obeys commands.
There's a softer courage
That doesn't crush or claim. It bends to lift another and stands up just the same. We rise by lifting each other. Power that opens its arms like a mother. Not from the shadows we push people into, but from the light that we pour ourselves into. We rise by lifting each other. We rise, every quiet kindness pulls the whole world higher. I've seen the tallest towers built on someone else's pain. They glitter, then they hollow, they rattle in the rain.
with hands that tie a shoelace, so white that's here in line.
Are building hidden kingdoms that last beyond our time. We rise by lifting each other. Power that opens its arms like a mother. Not from the shadows we push people into, but from the light that we pour ourselves into. We rise by lifting each other. We rise, every quiet kindness pulls the whole world
Welcome to the midnight lair, my beautiful soul. Candles in a crooked row, names written in cold. Velvet on the peeling walls, dust in every prayer. Every secret that you hid followed you here. Black lace on your trembling hands, ink across your veins. Say the word you never said, I'll sing it in your place. Welcome to the
your name. You're not to blame. Shadows drinking up the light, mirrors turn to stone. Every fear you try to starve here, it finds a home. Lipstick on a shattered glass, proof that you survived. Every crack, a quiet map of how you stayed alive. Welcome to the midnight lair, where your broken pieces dare to crawl out of the coffin of your shame. Lay your monsters on this floor. I have seen them all before. Ooh, I will crown each devil with your name. You're not to blame. Oh. Who taught you love meant disappearing? Who said your scars must stay unseen? Here, every bruise becomes an omen. Here, every tear rewrites the scene. Welcome to the midnight lair. Say the words you couldn't bear. I will hold them. I will hold you in the flame. Lay your sorrow on this throne. You were never made of stone. In this ruined little chapel, you are saint and sin the same. You are the name. You are the name. You are the name.
He said, I'm fine. Coffee gone cold in his hand. Her boots by the door, dust on a wedding band. They talk about weather, they don't say a word about us. Still reaching for each other through all that rust. 'Cause the heart wants what the heart wants, even when it's tired, even when it's torn.
Keeps on turning back to where it got bruised,
Where it first got warm. We can lie with our mouths, but the truth still hits like a song.
we can walk away 1,000 times.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
She hums that old tune, driving past their favorite bar.
He stares at her number, blowing on the dash of this car.
Two-stepping prayers
Hanging in the midnight air, both afraid of losing what's still there. 'Cause the heart wants what the heart wants,
even when it's shaking,
even when it's wrong.
keeps on reaching through the dark for a hand.
It's been gone too long. We can swear that we're through, but the pull stays hard and strong. We can slam every door we find.
The heart wants what
The heart wants. I tried to love like I was taught to. Strong and straight, don't bend, don't break.
I tried to leave you in the rear view.
But every turn's another ache.
Maybe it's foolish,
Maybe it's fate
but every road we're running
leads back to this place. But the heart wants what the heart wants,
even when it's bleeding,
but still holds on.
keeps on betting everything it has
On a long shot dawn. We can fight, we can fall, we can say that we're moving on. But when all the noise fades out at night, the heart wants what the heart I held my tongue till it turned to stone. Every sorry felt carved, not spoken. You touched my hand, said, say it out loud. But the truth trembled and never quite opened. So I breathe in the silence, let the hush draw near. Every ache, every fracture ringing in my ears. Well, words fail, music speaks. All the hurt my mouth can't reach. Every wound, every fear, finding shape in what you hear. When my voice breaks, hope still sings, carried high on unseen wings. Where words fail, music speaks, and it says what I can't breathe. In the dim pure light, you just stare ahead. All my broken vows hang heavy and say, your shoulders shake, but you make no sound. Like a prayer call halfway to the ground. the echoes of a softer time. Let the air start to shimmer with a different kind of cry. Where words fail, music speaks. All the hurt my mouth can't reach. Every wound, every fear, finding shape in what you hear. When my voice breaks, hope still sings, carried high on unseen wings. Where words fail, music speaks, and it says what I can't read. Take my doubt, turn it into thunder. Lift it with the choir. Let the sound say I remember. Let the sound say I won't tire. If I fall to my knees unanswered, let the harmonies answer instead. Till the tremor in my chest becomes a vow you won't forget. Where words fail, music speaks. All the love my pride can reach. Every state, every piece, rising up between us free. When my voice breaks, where words fail, music speaks, and it tells you I still believe. So if I stand here, empty your phrases, let the sound hold you higher than my phrases. Where words fall, where I fall, let the music stand tall. Where words fail, music speaks, and my heart finally speaks.
Wow. Well, hello, good morning, and good morning from the UK, that is, and wherever you are. I hope you're having a fine one, whether you're getting ready for work, looking after children, whatever you're doing, I'm going to stop sharing that. Whatever you're doing, I hope it's a good one for you. It's Wednesday, it's Lucky Wednesday, and it's the 25th of March. And I've got a feeling of excitement that going through me this morning. I've got such a feeling of anticipation. I don't know what's going to happen, but something good's going to happen today. Something happened yesterday. I'm going to share it with you three that are in, and that is, I actually got laid off from work yesterday, and I had the nicest, kindest letter. It was so lovely, actually dismissing me. I've never been dismissed in my life, but I couldn't ask for it to be any nicer than it was. They were so beautiful with me. They even offered me a week's wages in lieu of notice because I am very poorly and unable to work at the moment. And I think my boss has been really reasonable. It's been more than reasonable. It's been absolutely wonderful. So I'd like to give a shout out to Ventrica. Anybody that's listening from Ventrica or in listening to this later, you have my deepest and utmost respect as a company. You are amazing. I will promote you. I will promote you as a company for the perfect customer service levels you give and the way you look after your staff. So there you go. That's a shout out to Ventrica, a beautiful company from the South End part of London in UK. Anyway, again, thank you to the guys. Thank you to Sam and Hillary. Harriet. Sam and Harriet. That's the only details I'm going to give. But thank you and God bless. And I'm going to play a video. It's a new video. It's a new one, and I'm really pleased with it. It's called Begin Again.
Touch my shoulder like a second chance. Every sunrise says begin again, lighter than the way you carry them, braver than the fear you slept in, more true. Every sunrise writes your name in gold on the pages you thought you tore and closed. Every sunrise says come home. Old scars, new day, same mirror, different face. You too loud, breaking through the doubt. Keys on the table like a starting gun. You're not who you were, you're who you become. Every sunrise says begin again, lighter than the way you carry them, braver than the fear you slept in, more true. Every sunrise writes your name in gold on the pages you thought you tore and closed. Every sunrise says come home. Step out of the shadow of the almost and the used to be. Let every quiet echo turn into a vow you keep. Every sunrise says begin
I was walking through the valley. Thought the shadows meant I walked alone. Every step felt like December, cold and heavy, cutting through the bone. I was begging for an answer, just a whisper, just a little sign, till I looked back at the footprints. Only then I saw the grace behind. One step in the sand when the nights ran long. I thought I'd been abandoned, but I had it wrong. You didn't just walk beside me, you carried me when my strength was gone. Every tear you held it for me, you were the arms I was leaning on. When I couldn't take another step, you were steady, you were strong. You didn't just walk beside me, you carried me all along. In the middle of the madness, when the storm was louder than my prayer, I was drowning in the questions. Did you see me? Did you really care? But your mercy kept on moving through the chaos, through the broken road. Now I'm standing in the daylight with a story only heaven wrote. One set in the sand when I thought I'd fall. Turns out in my weakness you were holding on. You didn't just walk beside me, you carried me when my strength was gone. Every tear you held it for me, you were the arms I was leaning on. When I couldn't take another step, you were steady, you were strong. You didn't just walk beside me, you carried me all along. Through the fire, through the flood, by His power, by His love. When I broke beneath the weight, you were there. You were there. You were there. You were there. When my faith was barely breathing, you were more than just a song. You were carrying me home. You carried me when my strength was gone. Every tear you held it for me, you were the arms I was leaning on. When I couldn't take another step, you were steady, you were strong. You didn't just walk beside me, you carried me all along. You didn't just walk beside me, He carried you. Carried me when my strength was He carried you. Beside me, lifted you, yeah. Every life take, you're not alone. You carried me all along. Yeah, you carried me all along. Ooh. Yeah, you carried me all along.
I do think that is a lovely song. I've had a lot of compliments on that song and some emails. Of course, my email address is open to everybody. It's available online. If you want anything, a dedication, a songwriting for somebody, you've got something on your channel you want to promote, let me know. The only thing I won't do is I will not pin everybody's links up on the pin. I will obviously shout you out if you drop your link and ask people to connect with you, because that's what it's about, connecting with each other. Anyway, I've just put a beautiful email together to the people in HR at Veterinary. Again, a massive thank you to them for all their support. They have been amazing, guys. I've been so ill, as a lot of you know. It's I wonder it's not happened sooner, but yeah, they've been amazing. And my manager and his counterpart, both of them are wonderful. They made me feel right at home from day one I was working there. So I cannot complain. I've got no complaints whatsoever. I'd go back tomorrow if I could. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get some morning tunes going. And I'm going to put on a playlist because I'm going to have some breakfast. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. I think we'll have her. There we go. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? With you, I'm home.
Door clicks. I drop my keys. Dust on the windowsill. Shoes in a crooked heap. You're there, tea on the counter. You ask rough day, I nod into your shoulder. And the noise fades away. With you, I'm home. Not the walls, not the roof, just you. With you, I'm on every frayed little thread pulled through. All the pieces I carry, come loose, come close, come home. Ooh, with you, I'm home. With you, I'm home. We talk about nothing important. Dishes warm in our hands. You laugh at my story like you haven't heard it yet. Your breath soft on my temple. My name plain, but it lands like a quiet confession. Only we understand. I'm you, I'm home. Not the walls, not the roof, just you. With you, I'm known every frayed little thread pulled through. All the fears I've been hiding, unpack, unfold, let go. With you, with you, I'm home. With you, I'm home. I've slept in stranger rooms, packed my life in cardboard nights, but this is where the weight gets light, right here in your steady eyes. With you, I'm home. Not the walls, not the roof, just you. With you, I'm known breathing easy in this simple truth. All the roads that I wandered led back to this gentle glow. With you, oh, I'm with you. I'm home with you. I'm home, just you.
You came in sideways, laughing at the wrong time, spilling coffee on my sleeve, calling it a good sign. You said love's just another strange religion. Then you stared right through me like you made a decision. It's a strange kind of heaven when I'm tangled up with you. Nothing makes sense, but it all feels true. You turn my wrongs into rhythm, my doubts in a groove. Such a strange kind of heaven every time you move. Shoes by the doorway, but you're dancing bare feet. Spinning my kitchen to a record off beat. Talking in color like the sky's your confession. Kiss me mid-sentence, change the whole direction. It's a strange kind of heaven when I'm tangled up with you. Nothing makes sense, but it all feels true. Oh, you turn my wrongs into rhythm, my doubts into groove. Such a strange kind of heaven every time you move. You say, don't look back, it's all reruns anyway. Then you pull me past my past like you've been in yesterday. I never knew my heart could break and bloom the same night. Laughing while we're crying till the wrong feels right. It's a strange kind of heaven when I'm tangled up with you. Nothing makes sense, but it all feels true. Oh, you turn my wrongs into rhythm, my doubts in a groove. Such a strange kind of heaven every time you move. Stay, don't explain, just hum that tune in my ear. Ooh, love, so insane, but I think I like it here, yeah. Such a strange kind of heaven, such a strange kind of
Black paint on the window, but the cracks still glow. You say you feel like a shadow, tracing shapes on the floor. Every mirror hates you. You unplug the phone, sleep in your funeral makeup, just to feel less alone. There is always light hiding in the wounds we cover. There is always light shaking in the hands that tremble. If we're brave enough to see it, brave enough to bleed it, there is always light. If we're brave enough to be it, you keep your prayers in a matchbox by the ashtray and pills. Burn little saints on the carpet just to see if you feel. I touch the cross on your necklace, bend burnt and rusted and thin. You say if grace ever finds me, will it recognize my skin? There is always light hiding in the wounds we cover. There is always light shaking in the hands that tremble. If we're brave enough to see it, brave enough to bleed it, there is always light if we're brave enough to be it. What if the curse was courage dressed up as fear? What if the dark you worship was just a mirror, dear? If all your broken pieces are stained glass shards, then every cut you carry is a cathedral in the dark. There is always light hiding in the wounds we cover. There is always light shaking in the hands that tremble. If we're brave enough to see it, brave enough to bleed it, there is always light if we're brave enough to be it, if we're brave enough to be it. We're brave enough to be it. You found me at closing, dust on the chapel wine, moon through the stained glass, cutting your face in lines. You laughed at the thunder, said I don't scare that way. I saw the years behind you, waiting to slip away. Drink from my crimson hourglass, watch all the seconds flow. Kiss me where the sunrise never asks what we are or what we owe. If every dawn is a borrowed sin, let the mortals wake alone. Our undying love, our quiet grin, in a world that turns to stone. You trace the old portraits, names that you used to wear, decades like Polaroids, pinned in a midnight lair. We dance through disasters, empires that cracked and fell. You say forever softly, like it's a private spell. Drink from my crimson hourglass, watch
watch all the seconds slow. Kiss me where the sunrise never asks what we are, what we owe. If every dawn is a borrowed sin, let the mortals wake alone. Our undying love, our quiet grin, in a world that turns to stone. Will you still want this curse when every city's gone? When every last familiar word falls out of every song? If all we have is hunger and the memory of rain, hold my face in the dark, say my ancient name. Drink from my crimson hourglass, let every heartbeat fade. Kiss me where the living never pass, where the price is fully paid. If every dawn is a borrowed sin, let the heavens keep their throne. Our undying love, our wicked grin, in a world that turns to stone. Hollow room, one soft lamp, your name on my tongue, and it trembles. I trace your note, folded in my wallet. Creases in paper match the ones in my heart. You said, if I fall, you'll be there. I said, I'll be there, I just can't promise the sky. But I kept every promise in pieces, scattered like glass on the floor. If I could gather them, lay them before you, would you open the door? So hold me to the light, till every hidden corner's burning bright. If I break, if I shake, don't turn away from what you find. I was made for this fire, for your brave and unrelenting eyes. So hold me to the light, till the shadows finally die. Your empty chair, pulled back from the table, cup stained with your lipstick, dust on the frame by the bed. I talk out loud to the air where you're missing. Answer my questions in the words you once said. If love is a vow in the silence, not just the rush and the roar, then let this quiet ache be the chorus that brings you back to my door. So hold me to the light, till every hidden corner's burning bright. If I break, if I shake, don't turn away from become what you find. I was made for this fire, for your brave and unrelenting eyes. So hold me to the light. I will stand in the blaze, bare and unguarded, afraid, every scar, every shade, laid in your hands like a name. If you stay when I fall, if you call when I run, then I'll rise. I'll arise like a promise at dawn. So hold me to the light, lift me where the wounded learn to fly. If I break, if I shake, keep your faith and draw me high. I was made for this fire, for your brave and unrelenting eyes. So hold me to the light, till the dark gives way to shine. One last time before the night. If I fail, let your mercy still reply. I was made for this fire, for your arms flung open wide. So hold me to the light. Held in your endless light.
I seem to have some internet issues, babe. So if you lose me, it's because of my internet, and I'll be back later. But while it's still playing on here, I'm gonna let it play. Good morning to everyone that's joined me. Hello, Mama AI. I love you. I did pop in, you know we did. So I just popped into Rena and Divira as well. Hi, Sarah. It's always a pleasure to see you, Sarah. Always. I'm sorry I wasn't able to respond quickly. I'm glad you like the music, Mama AI. And Sarah, yeah, hey, there's a wave hi to you. Wow, what a night, It's been a busy one. Let's get some music playing in the meantime. While I've got some internet. So we'll go to the next song, and that is Bewitched. Here we go.
You walked in late September, coffee stain on your sleeve,
Laughing like you don't remember all the ways you undo me.
You say it's nothing, just a little crush from long ago, but my hands are shaking every time you say my name so slow. I'm still bewitched by the way you say goodbye, like you're leaving, but your eyes stay tangled in mine. Got your spell on my daylight, spell on my nights. I try to move on, but I can't get it right. I'm still bewitched by you.
You trace hearts on the
to the songs we never played.
You say you're fine now, got your life all packed in cardboard dreams. But when you lean in, I hear the part of you that still wants me.
I'm still bewitched by the way you say goodbye, like you're leaving, but your eyes stay tangled in mine. Got your spell on my daylight, spell on my nights. I try to move on, but I can't get it right. I'm still bewitched, I'm still bewitched, yeah, by you. Yeah, by you.
If I said stay, would you stay till morning?
If I said choose, would you choose me too?
If I let go, would you stop haunting?
Or are we stitched to every room, every quiet truth? I'm still bewitched by the way you say goodbye, like you're leaving,
But your eyes stay tangled in mine.
got your spell on my daylight, spell on my nights. I try to move on, but I can't get it right. I'm still bewitched, I'm still bewitched.
Yeah, it's by you.
You laugh and the world in sideways.
Once more looking on, pull back through.
Call it foolish, call it always. I'm still bewitched, still bewitched by you.
Gray sky ceiling, coffee gone cold, boot prints bleeding through last week's snow, church doors locked up, candles burned down, yet I make a vow in this rusted town. If it's a cloudy day, let it be holy. Let every shadow cross anoint my skin. I won't beg the sky to shine for me only. I'll raise my own light from the dark I'm in, from the dark I'm in. From the dark I'm in. Bus seats fraying, faces half known. Rain keeps saying you walk alone.